What if the snacks that cheer you at 3 p.m. quietly drain tomorrow's energy? Metabolic syndrome often begins as a whisper: tighter waistbands, restless nights, a mind that feels foggy. Science shows insulin resistance can rise years before diagnosis. Imagine a house where wiring overheats. The lights still glow, but danger builds. Today, we trace the hidden wiring of metabolism and learn how calm, real food choices can cool the system. Shortness of breath on stairs, a belt notch surrendered, an afternoon crash, these are not moral failings, they are signals. Research links expanding waist circumference, elevated fasting glucose, and high triglycerides to rising cardiometabolic risk. Think of your body as a city. Traffic jams build at the liver and pancreas intersections. Our goal is smarter traffic flow, not blame. You are not broken. Modern food and stress shape biology in ways we didn't vote for. Ultra-processed foods pack sugar, refined grains, and oils while stripping fiber, the body's brake pedal. Like a catchy tune that hijacks your mind, these foods hijack appetite circuits. Today, we reclaim the controls. Compassionate, steady, evidence-informed steps that fit real life. Fructose tastes like delight, yet can quietly burden the liver when concentrated in sugary drinks and syrups. Over time, the liver can convert excess into fat, nudging up triglycerides and insulin. It's a blindfold. Pleasure now, hidden cost later. We will not fear fruit. We will fear extraction. Sugar without fiber. The plot twist. Sweetness isn't the villain. Context is. In the next minutes, we will decode labels, design meals that reduce insulin spikes, and build simple rituals, sleep, stress relief, gentle movement that turn down inflammation. We will turn a maze into a map. If any step feels medical or complex, please consult your physician for personal guidance. Your energy has a defender. Informed choices, practiced daily. Metabolic syndrome is a cluster. Central obesity, high blood pressure, elevated fasting glucose, high triglycerides, and low HDL. Meet 3 or more, and risk rises. These markers often trace back to insulin resistance, where cells ignore insulin's knock, leaving glucose and insulin higher in the bloodstream. Like a doorbell stuck on ring, the system grows numb. Insulin helps move glucose into cells and signals storage. When insulin is often high, fat storage tends to increase, particularly around the liver and abdomen. Over time, the body may require more insulin to achieve the same effect. Like turning up the radio to hear a muffled song, volume rises but clarity doesn't, until we quiet the noise. The liver is a metabolic air traffic controller. It stores glycogen, packages fats, and detoxifies. Excess refined carbs and sugary drinks can push it to convert sugar into fat, a process called de novo lipogenesis. Fat builds in the liver, raising triglycerides and insulin resistance. The remedy begins upstream. Reduce the rush, restore the rhythm. Fiber doesn't just fill you, it shields you. Soluble fiber forms a gel that slows sugar absorption, steadying insulin. Insoluble fiber feeds the microbiome and moves waste along. Together, they turn a flood into a gentle stream. In a world of extraction, fiber is restoration, placing sweetness back inside nature's envelope. Sugar wears disguises: syrup, malt, dextrin, cane crystals. In drinks, it bypasses fullness signals, entering fast. Studies tie sugary beverages to weight gain and fatty liver risk. But awareness is power. Swapping sweetened drinks for water, tea, or sparkling water cuts a daily metabolic burden. Small hinges swing big doors. Ultra-processed foods are engineered for a bliss point. Just the right mix of sugar, salt, and fat to override satiety. The brain's reward circuit lights up briefly, then dims, asking for more. It's not lack of will, it's design. Real food whispers differently. Slower, steadier messages that let the brain hear enough. Leptin, a hormone from fat tissue, tells the brain about energy stores. Chronic inflammation and excess insulin can muddle leptin's message. It's like a foghorn sounding in a storm, loud yet lost. Reduce inflammatory load and stabilize insulin, and the fog thins. Signals reach the shore again. Whole fruit delivers fructose wrapped in fiber, water, and micronutrients, self-limiting by design. Concentrated sugars in drinks, candies, and sauces arrive like an express train at the liver. Moderation in whole fruit, caution with extracts. The body reads packaging as well as ingredients. Mitochondria turn fuel into energy. When overloaded with rapid hit calories, they produce more reactive byproducts, sparks that can irritate tissues. Gentle inputs, stable glucose, healthy fats, movement, help them hum. Think of a fireplace. Steady logs produce warmth. Paper kindling alone flares and fades. Your microbiome eats what you eat. Fiber-rich foods foster diverse microbes that produce short-chain fatty acids, supporting gut lining and metabolic health. Ultra-processed foods starve that ecosystem. Imagine a garden. Varied plants attract life. Concrete repels it. We will plant seeds with every meal. Chronic low-grade inflammation behaves like a small flame under the pot, subtle, constant, warping signals. Diet quality, sleep, stress, and inactivity can all fan it. Cooling the flame comes from whole foods, better sleep alignment, gentle movement, and stress tools. Small daily turns of the knob matter. Cortisol, the stress signal, can raise blood glucose and amplify cravings for quick energy. Late-night emails, constant alerts, and unresolved worries keep cortisol humming. You are not weak. You are wired for survival. Building tiny stress valves, breath, pauses, walks, releases pressure before it leaks into the pantry. Short or erratic sleep impairs insulin sensitivity and elevates hunger hormones. It is like skipping maintenance on a precision instrument. Aim for a wind-down ritual. Dim lights, screen curfew, cool room, better sleep can quietly smooth next day's choices. If sleep issues persist, please consult your physician. You do not need perfect workouts. You need regular movement. Even brief walks after meals can aid glucose control by inviting muscles to use fuel. Think of it as stirring the pot so nothing sticks. Choose joyful motion, walking, dancing, cycling, stretching. If you have medical conditions, consult your physician before changing activity. Adequate protein helps preserve lean mass and supports satiety, steadying post-meal glucose by slowing digestion. Pair protein with fiber and healthy fats to create a lasting anchor. Simple rule of thumb. Build meals around a protein source, then add plants and color. For individualized needs, please consult your physician or dietitian. Fats differ. Whole food sources like nuts, olive oil, avocado, and fish bring micronutrients and satiety. Ultra-processed snacks often combine refined oils with starch and sugar, energy-dense but unsatisfying. Quality shifts the story from friction to flow. Your body knows the difference in the long run. High glycemic foods raise blood sugar quickly. Low glycemic fiber-rich foods slow the rise. Aim for rhythm, not rigid rules. Combine carbohydrates with protein, fat, and fiber to smooth the curve. If you monitor glucose or take medication, please consult your physician before significant dietary changes. Blood pressure responds to more than salt alone. Ultra-processed foods deliver sodium without potassium-rich plants. Real food patterns often balance both. Think of a seesaw. Leafy greens, beans, and fruits add weight to the potassium side. For hypertension management, consult your physician for tailored advice. Trade a sugar surge for a stable start. Swap sugary cereal and juice for eggs with sautéed greens, berries with yogurt, or oats with nuts and chia. The goal: fiber and protein in the first act so cravings don't upstage the day. If you manage glucose, discuss changes with your physician. Liquid sugar is a stealthy accelerant. Choose water, sparkling water with citrus, unsweetened tea, or coffee with minimal additions. For festive moments, mocktails with muddled berries and herbs feel special without the crash. Your liver will notice the lighter load. Use a quick lens. Higher fiber, lower added sugar, fewer ultra-processed additives. Look for whole foods in the first ingredients, and a fiber to added sugar ratio that favors fiber. If the list reads like a lab, return it to the shelf. For specific medical nutrition needs, please consult your physician or dietitian. You need not purge overnight. Replace one item per week: soda to sparkling water, white bread to whole grain sourdough, candy to nuts, and dark chocolate. Progress is a quiet drumbeat. If you take medications, consult your physician, as dietary improvements can alter needs over time. Cooking is not a competition. It is care translated into heat. Simple methods: roasting vegetables, one-pan beans and greens, slow-cooked soups, restore fiber and micronutrients. Your kitchen becomes a laboratory of renewal, not restriction. Start where you are with what you have. Aim for at least 3 colors from plants at most meals. Colors often signal phytonutrients that support antioxidant defenses. It's a painter's palette for your cells. Add protein and healthy fat for staying power. Over time, variety becomes your silent multivitamin. Snacks should bridge, not derail. Pear fiber and protein, apple with nut butter, yogurt with seeds, veggies with hummus, olives with cheese. Keep them boring enough to eat mindfully, yet satisfying enough to prevent raids. If you have dietary restrictions, consult your physician or dietitian. When life squeezes, choose the least processed option. Bunless burger with extra veg, salad with protein and olive oil, burrito bowl with beans and greens. Skip sugary drinks and sauces. It's not perfection, it's damage control with dignity. Adjust to medical needs with your physician's input. Set a 60-90 minute movement cue. Stand, stretch, brief walk. Keep a water bottle nearby. Eat lunch away from your screen to notice satiety. Tiny rituals build metabolic armor. If you experience dizziness or glucose issues, consult your physician before changing routines. Frozen vegetables, canned beans, rinsed, lentils, whole eggs, seasonal produce, and bulk grains offer value. The goal is fiber and protein, not fancy. Plan 2 anchor meals and repeat with small twists. Savings accumulate in your wallet and your triglycerides. Make the table a place of peace. Offer a default of protein, a starch, and at least 2 vegetables. Let each person build their plate. Curiosity beats coercion. Children learn from your calm rhythm more than your lectures. The family script becomes real food first, treats without drama. Open with a salad or broth-based soup. Choose a protein and veg main. Ask for sauces on the side, and favor sparkling water. Share dessert if you wish. Savor slowly. It's a script, not a straitjacket. If you have dietary restrictions, please confirm with your physician. Our plan rests on 4 pillars. Feed the liver, less added sugar. Protect the gut, more fiber and real food. Support the mitochondria, steady fuel and movement. And calm the brain, sleep and stress care. Each pillar lifts the others, like arches in a cathedral holding light. Reduce added sugars and refined starches. Choose whole foods and beverages without liquid sugar. Space treats and anchor meals with protein and fiber. Over weeks, the liver's fat load can ease, improving metabolic signals. For existing liver conditions, consult your physician. Feed your microbiome with plants, pulses, and fermented foods if tolerated. Diverse fibers encourage beneficial metabolites that support insulin sensitivity and gut integrity. Go slow to avoid discomfort and drink water. For digestive conditions, please consult your physician. Create steady energy with balanced meals and daily movement. Avoid constant grazing. Allow spaces between meals so mitochondria can reset. Combine resistance and walking for a gentle 1-2. If you have medical concerns, consult your physician before changing routines. Stress adds sugar to the bloodstream. Rest removes it gently. Build a bedtime ritual, practice brief breathing, and set phone boundaries. A calmer brain hears satiety and motivation signals clearly. For anxiety or sleep disorders, please consult your physician. Pick a single metric that matters to you: waist circumference, energy on waking, or post-meal calm. Tracking one North Star keeps focus and reduces overwhelm. Health is a melody. One clear note can guide the orchestra. For lab monitoring, work with your physician. Celebrate steadier mood, fewer crashes, clearer skin, easier movement, and deeper sleep. These often emerge before changes on a scale. The body heals like dawn. Darkness lifts gradually, then suddenly the room is bright. Keep walking toward the light. Triglycerides, HDL, fasting glucose, A1C, and liver enzymes sketch the map. Discuss targets and context with your physician. Numbers live in stories. Slow improvements are still victories. Like a garden, your labs need seasons to show their bloom. A stressful day, a sweet detour, notice how you felt, then return to the rhythm at the next meal. Curiosity turns setbacks into guidance. You are the scientist and the subject, learning your own patterns with kindness. Invite a friend or family member to walk, cook, or learn with you. Community multiplies momentum and makes new defaults feel normal. The environment changes the script. Your circle becomes a scaffold. If group programs interest you, ask your physician about local options. After a few weeks of real food, sweetness brightens and subtle flavors return. It's like cleaning foggy glasses. The world was always vivid. Cravings quiet as satiety pathways reawaken. You are not deprived. You are retuning your senses to truth. Wake with water and light. Breakfast with protein and plants. Midday movement break. Lunch of fiber, color, and calm. Afternoon tea instead of soda. Evening walk after dinner. Unplug, breathe, sleep. Repeat. With compassion. If medications or conditions are present, consult your physician before changes. At the start, the maze felt endless. Now, pathways emerge. Fiber first, sugar last, protein anchors, movement after meals, sleep as medicine. Agency grows each time you choose alignment over urgency. Your body notices. Your future self whispers, "Thank you." Transformation rarely shouts. It lives in looser waistbands, calmer afternoons, kinder self-talk, and lab numbers shifting step by step. The hero of this story is not a supplement or slogan. It is you, showing up to simple truths when no one is watching. If this journey offered clarity, please subscribe and like to grow our circle of healing. Share this with someone ready for gentle change. Begin today. Swap one drink, add one color, walk 10 minutes. For personalized advice, medications, labs, conditions, consult your physician. Your metabolism is not a verdict. It is a conversation you can rewrite.